Hi, I'm Eric J. Barkman. Welcome to episode 29 of The Kitchen Sink, my weekly vlog. So last week we had the second episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It was titled 084, which is a S.H.I.E.L.D. code for an item of unknown origin. In this case, it was a piece of Hydra tech. Now, for those of you who have seen Captain America, you know of Hydra as the Nazi Deep Science Division, led by Red Skull, which later separated itself into its own organization. However, the Hydra of comic books is a bit more complicated. In its earliest appearance, it was led by a businessman by the name of Arnold Brown. He was killed by S.H.I.E.L.D., and the organization was thought to have been dissolved. Later showed up again, this time being led by Baron Wolfgang von Strucker, a former Nazi. It was eventually retconned that he had been in charge of it the whole time, and Arnold Brown was just a puppet leader to keep von Strucker safe. It was later revealed that it had actually been created even earlier, just shortly after World War II, by The Hand, fictional Japanese criminal group more associated with Daredevil, and that von Strucker simply joined the organization and managed to take it over. Even more recently, it's been revealed that there's actually an ancient Hydra organization dating back to at least the 3rd dynasty of Egypt, but apparently all knowledge of this Hydra was lost sometime during the Renaissance. I'm not too knowledgeable on the exact details, as this was fairly recent and in comics that I have not myself read. As for their goals, the Hydra in comics is fairly similar to what we saw in Captain America. They're essentially a terrorist group with advanced tech trying to institute a new world order. That was pretty much the only comic book reference in last week's episode, other than the final scene, the stinger, with none other than Nick Fury. Awesome to see him showing up in the show so early on, even if it was just for one scene. I really enjoyed the episode. It was even better than the first, and excited to see where the show goes. Tomorrow is a new episode titled The Asset. It'll be focusing on Skye and her learning more about what it means to work for S.H.I.E.L.D., so it should be interesting to see. Before I go, I have something to say about my own projects. Now, I've mentioned my WID-57 universe from time to time. More often I've mentioned my series Seconds, which is set in the WID-57 universe. Well, I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and for many reasons I'm having to leave WID-57 behind, which also means that Seconds won't be happening anytime soon, if at all. I am working on trying to come up with a new series idea, try and take what I learned from WID-57, where I went wrong, things that I need to do differently to keep myself on track and get more actual writing done rather than mostly just world building to the point of overwhelming myself. So we'll see how that goes. If you have anything to say, mention in the comments below. You can thumbs the video up if you like it, thumbs it down if you don't, and subscribing would be great. Have fun.